Hey everyone! So today I'm going to be doing a video for you that is going to be about face products. These face products are going to be both some high-end options that I have for people that I really like and both some drugstore options that I have for people that you may really like. This video is not going to be a dupes video, so this isn't any kind of dupes or anything like that. If for any of you who don't know what dupes are, dupes would be like something that I find in a high-end, that I find something that performs, looks exactly the same in a less expensive version. So it's not that kind of a video, but it's just something that is an alternative. Something that's an alternative to one or the other. So I'll go ahead and get right started because I do have a lot of products to show you. I will be listing all of the prices for all of these products in the description box for you guys, so I apologize, the description box is going to be really full. But let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start out by showing you guys, this one here is not marketed as a face product, but it is something that I do use on my face. It is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, the Anti-Aging. And it looks like this. And why I have added this to the video for my face products that I have been loving is because I will apply this right underneath the eye area to prime my under eye before I use concealer. It seems to help me as far as the concealer staying and also with the creasing a little bit, because I do experience some issues with creasing, but the staying, it definitely does help it stay. So that is a great option for that. It is high-end. I don't have one at this point yet that is a drugstore product that I feel I can say I use very often. So hopefully in the future I'll be able to come up with something for you for that. I do have a couple of setting sprays for you guys. First off, the high-end, pardon me, is the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. You guys have probably heard a lot about this setting spray on YouTube. This is an extremely good setting spray. This will help your makeup last a lot longer. I love this product quite a bit. And by the way, if there's any products that I show you that you guys would like a more in-depth review about, or for me to show it to you guys, you know, in a tutorial, please let me know. This is just going to be kind of quickly going over all of these different products, but I can definitely be more in detail about a product if you wish. So just leave me a comment. Another setting spray that is much more budget friendly is going to be the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. It looks like this. For any of you who like a setting spray that's going to give you a matte finish, NYX does one that is also a matte finish as well. And there's quite a bit of a price difference on that. I will say that I will prefer the Urban Decay all day long over the other. But if you're on a budget, that could be something that will work for you. I'm going to move on to some primers. One primer that I have been enjoying for a very long time is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, oil-free. It looks like this. It has a very silicone-y feel, so if you don't like that, you may not want to purchase this, but I really feel as though this allows my makeup to really glide over my skin. I have very dry skin. Just to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what kind of skin I have very dry skin. In the summertime, it is definitely a combination. So that's my skin type, in case any of you guys are wondering, based on, you know, what kind of products I'm showing you guys. I do have also a new product that has come out very recently. It is the Physicians Formula Argan Oil. I am still reviewing this product, so I can't really tell you if this is going to be a favorite for a drugstore primer, but I'm still reviewing this, and I will be doing a full review on this product here hopefully sooner than later, but as soon as I can feel like I can put a review out that I can really stand behind. I don't like to do a review just for the fact of doing a review. I want to do it once I feel like I really have something solid to report. Alright, I'm going to move on to some powders. Face powders. Something I use kind of a lot. Ben Nye powders. These powders I think are awesome. These are what I would call drugstore priced powders. I have the banana powder here. Show you the back. And then I also have this powder here in Cameo. Here's the back of that. Sorry, my finger's in the way. These powders here, you are going to have to purchase these online, but the price point that these are at, I would still categorize these as drugstore. The price point on these is pretty good. Like I said, I will list all the prices in the description box for you. Another powder that I use this all the time. This is an extremely well used powder by me. I will use this as a universally good setting powder. This is the Too Faced Primed and Poreless. This is Highend, as I'm sure a lot of you know. This is the loose powder from them. They also come in this also comes in a pressed format in case you prefer that. A drugstore powder that I have. This is a blotting powder. This is great for taking on the go in case you are someone who does get a bit shiny throughout the day and wants to kind of mattify that down. This is the, like I said, the NYX blotting powder, and they come in different colors because I have been purchasing this while I have been tanning, although I backed off the tanning a bit. The color that I have it in is Deep, and the product looks like this. Very budget friendly. You can find this at Ulta. And like I said, this is just great for on the go. The next one I have, and this is still something I am reviewing, although I think this is going to be something I'm really going to have a very positive review for, because I've used it a couple times now and I immediately really like this product. It is the Revlon Age Defying Powder in Medium Deep, and let me give you an idea of what this looks like. Here's the powder. It is a super silky powder that goes on and gives you a super nice airbrushed look. Here's what the packaging looks like. Very nice and slim, easy to take on the go. It is easy to use if you want to do a touch-up throughout your day. I love to use this on top of a foundation, a liquid foundation that might be a bit on the sheer side, like a BB cream or something like that. I think this is fantastic. But I will be doing a much more in-depth review on this product as soon as I have a little bit more time to work with it. Next up, I'm going to talk about some highlighters, both cream highlighters and powder. I'm going to start out with the powder. I'm going to start out with a tried and true favorite of mine, which is the Smashbox powder in the Soflights Shimmer, and it looks like this. And I find this powder to be really great if I'm looking for a little bit more of a natural highlight, something that's not going to be so quite of a heavy punch to it. Here is the back. You can see what the label looks like. And this is a very, very nice highlighting powder. Nice and natural, I like that. A couple of highlighters that I have that you guys have probably also heard a lot about. They're from the Balm. The one is Mary Luminizer. I have two, but this one's Mary Luminizer. And this is what this looks like. This here highlighter is, it packs a ton of punch. Both of these highlighters I'm going to show you from the Balm pack a ton of punch. You want to pick up a small amount at a time when you use these because it's going to look like a fairy vomited on your face. Sorry, that was terrible. I shouldn't have said that. That was an awful description. I'm sorry. It's just so shimmery, so use a light hand with this. That's what I'm trying to say. The other one from the Balm that I like is Betty Luminizer. This is a much more bronze gold look to it. So if you currently have a little bit deeper tone to your skin, or ladies who are doing a lot of tanning or anything like that, or you have a really deep fake tan or anything like that, this is going to be really great. So those are fantastic, but they're high end, they are pricey. Another one, high end again, this is Bareminerals in Pure Radiance. Comes in a jar like this. This is a loose powder. Let me see if I can show you what it looks like in the cap. It has kind of a bronzy look to it, very shimmery. I use this all over my face a lot to give me a nice glow to my skin. A little bit of this goes a long way. A lot of these, you know, they're high end, but you can use them for a long period of time, so they're kind of worth the money. And like I said, this is in Pure Radiance. I like that a lot. Unfortunately, I don't have a drugstore powder highlighter at the moment, but as soon as I do have one, I'll make sure to get that a video on that for you guys. I do, although, have a liquid drugstore highlighter, and one that I do like quite a bit, and you'll be able to tell because the packaging, well, the print on this is a little rubbed off. I apologize because I've been using it quite a bit. So without further ado, this is the Maybelline Dream Lumi highlighter concealer. It looks like this. It has the little clicks up from the bottom and like a little paintbrush applicator. I like this a lot. I think this works great, and it's drugstore. The price point is fantastic. If you wanted to go with a high-end product that packs a little more punch, I would point you to MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose. Again, this is another product that clicks up from the bottom, has a applicator like this, and this just has a bit more pigmentation. It's a bit more opaque. So if you want something a little more extreme, that will do the job very well. Another face product, this is kind of one all on its own. This is a corrector that I'm about to talk about. It is also by MAC Prep and Prime, and it is called Peach Luster. It is called a highlighter, but I'm going to tell you this is a corrector. If you can see the tip of that, it is very orange, and if you can't, if you were to apply this to your hand, or you know, under the under eyes to cancel out the blue, which is what I use that for, it's very, very orange. It looks very scary, but let me tell you, if you have a lot of blue on the under eye area, all that darkness, this is a great product to use to try to cancel that out before you put on your concealer. Next up, I'm going to talk about a bronzer and a contour. Again, I'm sorry, I just have high-end products, and as soon as I find something that I feel is really great that's drugstore, I will make sure to get a video on that, because I have been getting more and more drugstore products lately. But I'm going to start out with the Too Faced bronzer in Chocolate Soleil. Packaging looks like this. Let me adjust my lighting here. Sorry, my lights are really seeming really bright to me today. So the Chocolate Soleil, the powder itself looks like that. It smells like chocolate. What girl doesn't love that? And here is what the label looks like. And this powder is awesome. It is matte. There is no shimmer to this powder whatsoever. And I just feel like it is the most fantastic bronzer. One of the reasons why I haven't picked up a drugstore item is because I feel like this is so worth the money. I mean, I love this stuff. I'm not sure that I really want any other bronzer. But yeah, this stuff is it's fantastic. I love it. I'm almost hitting pan on it. For my contour color right now, I am in the market for another contour color, but this one right now is working pretty well for me. It is the Balm Bahama Mama. You'll probably have seen me use this product in my most recent highlight and contour routine. Packaging looks like this, and this works pretty good for doing any kind of contour work. Next up, I'm going to go on to blushes. I have quite a few. and I do have both high-end and drugstore. I'll start with my high-ends, and then I'll move on to my drugstore products. Okay, starting with high-end, I have MAC in Dolly Mix. Looks like this. Has a little bit of very light amount of shimmer to it. A really nice, I think this is a very nice blush. It's not one of my most favorite blushes, but I do still think it's pretty darn nice, and the pigmentation is pretty well there. But I will say, I don't think I'm going to be repurchasing it, because I have found something that I will show you in just a second that I think is my new favorite, and it is from the drugstore, which is pretty cool. Also high-end, this stuff is pretty amazing. I think it's better than the MAC, I'll be honest. It is the Bareminerals in the color True. It's a loose powder, and this stuff, if you like a very red blush, this stuff is red. I don't know if you're able to see it in the cap or not. If you can see it there. It is very red, and it is very shimmery. And it is amazing, and a little bit of this will last you, will go a long way. So when you buy this product here, it will last you forever because it is so pigmented. Moving on to the drugstore products. I'm going to save the best for last. Okay, so for drugstore, I'm going to start out with the NYX Cream Blush. I think these are great if you want to go for a very dewy finish. This is one of their cream blushes. The color of this is Tea Rose. This here has some really nice staying power, and the price point is very good. Next one is from NYX. It is Rose Garden. It has some tiny flecks of gold in this, and it is very velvety to apply. It's just such a creamy consistency, and the color is absolutely, goes on really beautifully. So now I'm going to show you what I feel is definitely the best saved for last for the blush. That is the Millani Baked Blushes. I have the one that I am going to show you today is Red Vino. These blushes are so incredibly pigmented. They're drugstore, so the pricing is very good. They stay all day long. They're beautiful. There's a look at that. They come in packaging that looks like this. And this part here flips up, and you get a mirror and a little brush to apply it if you want to take this on the go. I think this blush is great, and I probably will be replacing almost all of my blushes with these blushes unless I find a shade that I just can't get in Millani. Moving on, let's talk about foundations. Alright, so I actually only have one high-end foundation and 3 drugstore. So I'll start out with the high-end. High-end being Makeup Forever HD. This is something that a lot of people have been raving about. Good reason to rave about it. It dries to a matte finish. The amount of coverage you get to this, I would say, is medium, buildable to full. My color is N145 when my skin is not tanned. Although I do mix this with other foundations to give myself a velvet finish. This is a great high-end product if you're going to spend the money on a high-end foundation. This is definitely one of the ones that I would suggest. That's the reason why I've got it. So definitely would suggest this, especially if you're looking for matte. I think it's great. It is pricey though. I think it's like $40 some odd. I'll have it in the description box. Next up, another favorite for a lot of people is the Revlon Color Stay. I use mine in normal to dry because I do prefer a dewy finished foundation. Although sometimes if it's really super hot out in the summertime, I'll go for a matte finish. But for the most part, I go for a dewy finish. So packaging looks like this. These are great. The staying power is great. The coverage is really nice. I'd say medium coverage on these, and the coverage is buildable. Another one really similar to the Revlon is, pardon me, is the Maybelline Age Rewind. This is another foundation that I really like a lot that has another dewy finish, dewy to velvet finish. My color is medium beige for when I'm tan. And this is going to be a medium coverage, and it is buildable. And again, drugstore, great price. And for all of you L'Oreal lovers, I have the True Match Lumi, which is definitely a luminous finish. It's got an SPF of 20 in there. Not sure about the SPF on the other ones there. And this one is another really great foundation. It gives definitely all of at least a medium coverage. And packaging on that looks like that. Alright, moving on to BB cream. I only have one thing to show you because I've only tried one so far that I enjoyed, and that is the Tarte BB cream. It is actually called a BB Tinted Treatment Primer with an SPF of 30. I think that it says 12-hour primer, healthy treatment, beautiful, buildable coverage, oil-free moisture, pore minimizer, and skin brightener. I do think that this product gives my skin, here's a look at that, a really nice coverage to it for something that's going to be a light coverage. I mean, it is light, but it still evens out my skin tone. You can tell it has a primer in there because your skin has a really nice soft velvety feel after you apply it. And it definitely does wear well all day. I might want to touch it up with a little bit of powder, but other than that, this is a pretty darn good primer, or I'm sorry, BB cream, so this is definitely a favorite, although I am working on it. At some point when I feel I've perfected it, I'm doing a DIY BB cream, so stay tuned for that. Alright, I'm going to finish up this video with concealers. First one I'm going to do is a NYX concealer, and this one here, the color of it is very yellow. I would use this underneath another concealer. It comes with a doe foot applicator. It looks like this. So if you need to brighten something, put this underneath your concealer. It works very well, and this is drugstore. Another one that I've been using for quite some time is Benefit's Erase Paste. This is high-end. I have #1 Fair, although right now technically I would probably use the #2. This has that nice salmon-y colored pigmentation to it, so if you do have dark under eye circles, this is going to be a really nice product to use to help cancel out some of that dark under eye area. Depending upon how dark you are underneath the eyes, you may still need to use a corrector underneath this as well. This has an extremely creamy consistency. Some people like it, some people don't. So this, you'll have to try to see if you like it. Next up, Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer, and it's waterproof. Color I have in this is #5. Looks like that there. Comes in a nice little squeeze tube, which I find to be very convenient, especially for us ladies with long nails. This does provide a pretty high amount of coverage, so when it says full coverage, I agree. I think this is full coverage. I think this is a great concealer. It is drier than the Erase Paste, but it's not super dry. So this is sort of in the middle as far as dryness goes, and it wears very, very well. I like that. It's high-end, so the price point's up there. I'm going to show you guys my all-time favorite concealer. I have not seen anybody talk about this so far yet on YouTube, although I haven't searched for it. But all the people that I love to watch on YouTube haven't mentioned this yet, and I feel like this needs some attention so bad. So, it is the Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer. You guys, if you're going to go out and spend money on a concealer, you need to try this. This stuff is fantastic. I love it. I feel like this provides so much coverage. You don't need to use a lot of it. It is very pricey, so it's a darn good reason you don't need to use a lot of it. A tube like this could probably last me at least a year. This stuff, oh my gosh, I can't say enough about it. It is, oh my gosh, the texture of it, it's not overly creamy, but it's creamy. Like I said, it's very full coverage. It's just, it's amazing. The name is very befitting. This is amazing. Yeah, this is my holy grail concealer, and I don't know if there's anything in the world that could top this for me. Moving along to show you something that I found at the drugstore very recently and is still under review, but my first impression is that this is some good stuff. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. A lot of people have mentioned that they really enjoy this on YouTube, which inspired me to pick it up myself. I can see why. The amount of coverage that you get out of this stuff here is actually really good. I'd say for drugstore, you're getting a really good, product for the price that you're paying. This is what I would hope to see in drugstore. I love it when I feel like I didn't pay a ton of money, but I got a great product. I mean, who the heck doesn't? This is some good stuff, still on a review, and I will create a video showing a full review of this product as soon as I'm done kind of trying it out. Alright, so I think that sums up everything I have to show you guys. Sorry if this video was really long, but I did want to share as much as I could with you guys so that you can get an idea for when you go out shopping. If you did enjoy this, please give me a thumbs up to let me know you enjoyed it. Also, if you have any comments, questions, go ahead and leave me a comment. If you have any of these products that you saw that you were particularly interested in, that you wanted to see a further, more in-depth video solely devoted to that product, please let me know that as well. That would be great, and I can go ahead and make those videos for you too. And as always, if you'd like to see some more of my videos, please subscribe. And I think on an ending note, I don't know if you guys have noticed, the eyelashes that I have on, if you've noticed that they look a little like crazy, let me get a little closer to the camera. I think you need to see this. Okay. This has nothing to do with this video, but I gotta tell you. These are some false eyelashes that I have, and can I tell you that when I take them off tonight, they're going in the garbage. They look crazy. Let me close my eyes so you can see these. They look crazy. I do not like them. They are, let me zoom out here. Whoopsies. Yeah. Zoom out. Okay, these are the NYX Wicked lashes. Okay. This particular style by NYX, unless you want this crazy look, don't get these. Just go for the Demi Wispies, because this was an attempt at Demi Wispies and it failed. I put these on today and I have been walking around knowing that I look absolutely horrendous, and the only reason I kept them on is so that I could tell you guys and save you guys the time of buying these lashes. Just get the Demi Wispies. And even more unfortunate than me putting these on and wearing this all day, I found that I have another box of them. I don't know if I'm just going to throw these away or if I'm going to try to modify them because I don't want to lose my money and literally throw my money in the garbage. I don't know, but don't get the Demi Wispies. With that said, have a lovely day, night, or morning, and I'll catch you next time.